Welcome back to the King Film Sports College Football Playoff predictions, and let's get right into it. But first, I want to emphasize to everyone in the audience to subscribe to the channel for more bowl betting locks and college football content, which will come out through the bowl season here. But let's get right into it with the 1-4 matchup in the Peach Bowl, Georgia against Ohio State. And my official prediction for this one is Georgia. I faded them twice last year in the playoffs. That did not work out for me, so they've earned my respect and are going to win this one. Although I do like Ohio State to cover the preliminary 5-point spread. I don't know what it will be at the time of recording this, but I've read that a preliminary number is that 5-point spread. I just think that Georgia's defense will do enough, similar to that Michigan game, to stop CJ Stroud, Marvin Harrison, and this Ohio State Buckeye offense. The run game has been a question mark for Ohio State throughout the season. When they can get it going, their offense is dominant. I think this will be a close game. I'm taking Ohio State on the spread, but I just think Georgia is going to be able to do enough. They're going to be the more polished team here. They have a great defense, and their offense will do just enough with Bowers, Stetson Bennett, and a dominant run game as well. Georgia has a great front on both sides of the ball, and I just see them bleeding Ohio State to death. Similar to how Michigan did, Ohio State will have to sell out to stop this run, and I think Stetson Bennett can do what J.J. McCarthy did, air out a couple deep passes like he did against Tennessee, finding Brock Bowers for a couple touchdowns and making this one out of reach for Ohio State. Maybe a late score covers it for Ohio State. My official score prediction is going to be 31-27 in this one, and then we're going to take TCU in the upset over Michigan. I've got it as a 1-point game. My official score prediction is going to be 28-27. Pretty low scoring considering both sides here. Michigan has a dominant defense, and TCU's is really going to have to step up from what they did against Kansas State. They're facing a similarly dominant run game against Michigan as K-State's was with Deuce Vaughn and co. Of course, Corum will not be in for Michigan, but these backup running backs have been just as dominant for them, breaking out another 60-yard rush against Purdue. I'm taking TCU here. I think Duggan and co. can bounce back. Michigan will have a great game plan dialed up, and I think that this will be two of the most competitive playoff matchups in the first round that we've seen in a while, as I think both will come down to the fourth quarter and will be great from the watching standpoint. But I like Duggan to get it done. He'll be fully healthy, like it didn't seem like he was in that Big 12 championship game, at least at the end there. Everyone will be healthy for this TCU side, and I think that their defense will be able to stop Michigan better than Ohio State's was able to do, or even produce for that matter. So in the championship, I'm going to take Georgia again. I'm not fading them again after I did so twice last year. I actually got their final 3 games wrong because I picked Georgia in the SEC championship and then the 2 teams that they were facing. So Michigan last year and then Alabama again in the championship. Got those all wrong, so we're going to take Georgia here, and I think that they'll get it done against TCU in a similar fashion as against Ohio State. I think that their fronts on both sides of the ball will get it done. TCU will not be able to hang. I think it will be lucky if TCU can even get to the championship. I don't think they have enough magic to be able to pull, especially from behind on a great Georgia team in the championship. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to comment your predictions below and stay tuned for additional college football content.